Well, the day finally arrived for me to get back on the Appalachian Trail. Today's February 16th, and I got back on the trail at Green Corner Road in Tennessee, just off of Interstate 40. My family accompanied me to see me off, including my wife and my mother and my 2 sons. I captured a little video and some photos today, not a lot because there really wasn't a lot to see, but the following will be some of the video and pictures that I just took today. Well, it's turning out to be a good day for a hike. I've been going about a little over 2.5 miles, and I have about 2 miles to go before I reach Snowbird Peak. There's not really a lot to show. It's just mostly woods. There is a really nice creek down there that a person could get water at, but it is a really nice day to be out here in this, and I will check in a little bit. I'm going to try my hand at walking and talking for a minute. It's pretty right through here. I guess, crossed over the top of the mountain, or at least I'm in the process of doing it right now. Got on the trail, and I've come about 5 miles, I think. I haven't made the kind of mileage that I would have hoped to make, but I've not been doing any serious hiking in close to 2 months, other than just trying to maintain a certain level of fitness. And it'll probably take me a little bit of time. And I'll also say that this 5 miles, every bit of it was uphill, and some of it pretty steep and strenuous. So I guess I'm not going to kick myself too much. I am very thankful to see this. I haven't seen any water since the water I showed earlier today. It's been several miles, and I'm getting ready to go to the shelter, and if I didn't find any water, I was going to have to go out and look for some. So this is a blessing. Thank you, Lord. It turns out there was water here at the shelter, so I didn't have to worry about it too much, but I did go a long ways today without seeing any water, and I was a little bit concerned. I just got into Groundhog Creek Shelter a little bit ago and just unpacked and changed my shoes so that my socks could start drying out, and I'm just going to relax a little bit before I get ready to fix me some dinner. My Garmin watch tells me I did about 8.5 miles today, but the Far Out app tells me I did about 7.5 miles today. So I'm going to have to go with the 7.5 miles because I sort of trust the app better than I do the Garmin watch. I had originally hoped to go a little bit further today, and I feel fine. I have enough energy that I could keep going, but it's supposed to rain tonight, and I just don't want to get I don't want to have to pack up in the morning with all my stuff wet. So I just decided to go ahead and stay here. I had really hoped to get maybe more like around 9 miles, maybe 10 miles, so that I wouldn't have as far to go to get to the next shelter, which the next shelter is 13 miles. So tomorrow I'll have a 13-mile hike, and then ultimately after that my goal is to get on to Hot Springs, and so Saturday I'll be hiking another 13 miles to get in to Hot Springs. Before I retired from my job in December, I was a school resource officer at an elementary school in Franklin, North Carolina, East Franklin, and I had a lot of friendships with the kids and the teachers, and so I'm going to do a couple of little sections that just take pictures and video of what it's like around a camp or a shelter on the Appalachian Trail, just for the benefit of the kids in case they show them. So I'm not treating everybody like they're stupid, but I just want to give the kids a chance to see what it's like out here on the trail. So the following video is what that's all about. This is Groundhog Creek Shelter. It is a typical shelter that you find on the Appalachian Trail. Sometimes they're double-deckers, but this one is not a double-decker, meaning that it has a second row of bunks higher up. This is a better shot inside the shelter. Hikers just roll their sleeping bags out on this platform, and that's where they sleep. This is a set of cables that are put up for hikers to hang their food bags from, to keep the bears from getting to their food. This is a privy, or an outdoor toilet, and that brown stuff is what you think it is. This is a bear-proof steel box that was just recently installed by the Carolina Mountain Club, which is the maintaining club of this section of the Appalachian Trail. It is solid steel, and a bear just cannot get inside of that container. So there you have it, another day on the Appalachian Trail. So far, there's no one else at this shelter. Sometimes hikers come in later and sometimes much later, so I don't know whether I'll be here by myself or not. There's a little bit of smoking coals in the fire pit over here, so it tells me that someone was here last night, but I guess it remains to be seen if anybody shows up tonight. I've stayed at shelters by myself before. It's not the most pleasant thing in the world, but it's not that big of a deal either. So I will check back in and maybe do a video tomorrow.